Good morning, boys and girls. I'm going to read you a story this morning. It's a Christmas story, and it's called Dewey, Christmas at the Library. And Dewey is a cat, and we're talking about animals, so let's see what Dewey does at the library. And this book has some beautiful pictures. And we say the front of the book tells us about what? And we also have the author. He tells what? What does he do? And the illustrator does what? And then the spine of the book. And then you got the back of the book. Now you tell me what it does. You should know by now. Okay. Snow and ice, twinkling lights. Kids bundle up on a cold winter night. Hot chocolate and Santa Claus and decorations just right. In the small town of Spencer, Iowa, Christmas was everyone's favorite time of year. Now look at the pictures. It's beautiful. And they are downtown. You see the street lights? Downtown. Everyone, that is, except Dewey, read more books. The town 1-year-old library cat, Dewey, you see, was just learning about holidays. On Halloween, Dewey discovered candy. He slept through Thanksgiving. So when the giant Christmas tree box came out of storage, Dewey didn't know what to expect. See, there's Dewey. He's just sitting there. Okay. But when he saw those tree branches, Dewey knew just what to do. He sniffed and he licked and colored them. He hopped and he wrestled and rolled. I got a present, he sung as he danced. A great big Dewey-licious present. Glitter came next, then angels, tinsel, lights. Dewey was having the time of his life. And see Dewey, he gone in the box to see what's in there. So, he got a Christmas tree on it. And look at him. He playing with the ornaments, the tinsel down here, and he messing with the lights. And what you think gonna happen with the lights? You think he gonna get tangled up? Let's see. The whole book there, yeah. Just a minute, let me get it back. Where we at? I got lotion on my hands. Okay. And then everyone was quiet, too quiet. Dewey's friend, Vicky, the librarian, had been helping the children at the craft table. She looked around. Where's Dewey, she wondered. And this is Vicky, the librarian. And she does craft with the kids. They're doing Christmas craft. And see, if y'all would have been in school, we would have been to the library and do craft too. Okay. All of a sudden, Dewey came racing past. But he didn't look like himself. He looked like a great big marshmallow cat. See, they looking in the door. Where is Dewey? Look at him. What do he have on his head? What did Dewey get into? A big bag. The children chased him left, then right, to the front and to the side, until they finally caught him in the picture book aisle. Don't worry, Dewey, the oldest boy laughed. It's just a paper bag. Now see, they running through the library. And do you supposed to run through the library? No. You're supposed to walk and be quiet. Dewey was free, but he was not happy. Nasty bag monster, he thought, curling up in a wreath to lick his fur. But it was Christmas time. Excitement was in the air. Before he even finished licking his tail, something new caught Dewey's eye. If I sneak, he thought, and I stretch, and I pounce, I think I can. And what did Dewey see? See him sitting up in the reef? And look at the bowl. The bowl is what color? It is what? What you think that is? Let's see. Catch that skinny red mouse. Is it a mouse? What do you think it is? Dewey swung on the end. The yarn bounced on his head. He chased and reached and pounced again. The ball tackled him instead. And the next thing Dewey knew, he was all tangled up in red yarn. See? And kittens love to play with yarn or anything that moves across the floor. They'll chase. And look at Dewey. He all tangled up. Dewey's funny, a little girl said. Dewey looked up. All the children was watching him, and behind them was a big, beautiful decorated tree. Wow, whispered Dewey thought as he looked at the tree. It's terrific, and it's all for me. See the big pretty tree. And see, that's what I was telling you yesterday, that some of them, the trees have angels, stars, and this one have a bow at the top. All day Dewey laid happily under his tree. That night he exploded up and down, round and round. Dewey and his red yarn wound through the branches and the decorations on the tree. Look at him. Him and his yarn. And look at Dewey. He putting yarn on what? The tree. Let's see how it's going to look. Oh my, Vicky said when she saw the tree the next day. It was covered with yarn, and it looked fantastic. Great idea, Dewey, Vicky said. Then she smiled, patted Dewey on the head, picked up the tree, and carried it right out the front door. Trailing behind her like a lost kitten was Dewey's new ball of yarn. But it's mine, Dewey thought. See, Dewey, he had put the yarn on the tree. And Vicky taking the tree out in the front in the library. That day, the library was closed, so Dewey mopped. Yep. He said to his food, double yuck. He said to his water dish. He pushed away his favorite toy. He ignored his bed. Christmas is lonely, Dewey thought, even with the wreath and the lights. He's like, yeah. Everything was yuck because he wanted someone there in the library. Dewey was still curled up on the floor when the librarian came back Monday morning. First, they brought the stuffed cat. So what, Dewey thought. Then the cat book, a little better. Then, my tree, my terrific tree. And see, he had a stuffed cat. He ain't like that. The book, he said, was a little bit better. And then his favorite, what? He brought back his tree because his tree had what on it? The yarn. And he enjoyed playing with the yarn. Let's see what happened. We won first prize, Vicky said, pointing to the blue first place ribbon. And it was all because of your yarn idea, Dewey. But Dewey didn't care about first prize. He was just happy to have his Christmas tree back. And he knew deep in his heart, let's see, they won first prize. The award wasn't all because of him. He had a little help. And now Dewey wants to share his Dewey-licious tree and his special first Christmas with all his friends too. Friends like you. Merry Christmas. Love, Dewey. See? And Dewey seems like he's happy, don't he? And he's a prettier cat. And this is his Christmas card. Merry Christmas. Love, Dewey. And Dewey was a real cat at a library. And they wrote the story about Dewey. Yep. And Dewey's an old cat. And how many of y'all like cats and kittens? and stuff. They like to play with balls. They like to play with yarn. They like to run and bounce and pounce on stuff and everything. I hope you enjoyed the story, and I will get back with you in a few minutes with our letters and colors and numbers for today. Thank you.